Yeah, RSL guys came by. They checked out our system. I kind of felt bad because people were like going into the other rooms and the other home theater rooms and telling them like, "Hey, you guys got to get magic beans." I'm like, and they would come back and tell us, right? They'd say, "Hey, I told those guys they should be using magic beans." I'm like, that's kind of funny, but those guys are my friends too. And so anyway, I went over there and I apologized. Like, hey, I'm not telling these people to say that. So I'm sorry. They're like, no, it's cool. That's cool. But of course, they wanted to come by our room to check out and see what all the hubbub was about.
Yeah, he did. He did. A couple of them. The kid did too.
Yeah.
Kid. So
folks,
I think
hopefully I'll go to their new spot. I think they may be setting up some kind of showroom. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they said, hey, we may want you to come by and do some magic beans on our showroom. So that'll be cool. Let's see here. SVS. I got to hear the evolution for the first time.
Oh yeah. What'd you think?
Same as what you said. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell because, if I'm impressed, right? Like the ELAC one, is it because the room sounded so good? Right? If I'm not impressed, is it because they didn't have any room treatments? Or maybe because in their case, I thought that maybe the speakers are maybe a little bit too far apart. And so I moved to further back. I'm like, oh, there's a clearer center. Right. So there's so many variables. I noticed what everybody else said, good bass. Right? Those things had some good bass with no subs. So that's pretty awesome. And I think that's what they're going for. They're going more for the 2-channel crowd. So that was good. Nick hooked us up with a Spider-Man. What was that movie? Whatever Spider-Man that was.
Far from Homecoming, when you can't get home. I don't know. Far From Home? Never Come Home.
Horses come home. Yeah.
When the horses come home. Yes.
Yeah. So it was a 7.1 mix because your Blu-ray player, whatever you brought,
was not the 4K, and so they brought the standard Blu-ray, which wasn't in Atmos. However, I don't know how we were apparently promoting Oro upmixing too at some point.
Well,
we should have had Oro 3D on the side of our room as well.
For sure, right? Because here's the thing: we brought 11 speakers, and for a lot of the time, we were just playing left and right, so two channels, and then the subs. And I'm like, why did we bring all this stuff? Right? We could have just brought 2 speakers and been done.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm like, let's upmix this thing and let all the speakers play. And I was asking people, like, does it sound legit? Like, can you hear some stuff in the heights? Does it sound real? And I don't know. I thought people seemed impressed. And I was like, yeah, well, that's just a 7.1 mix. We just upmixed it.
Yeah.
And I heard it going around. I heard the voice going to. I've heard the actual Atmos crazy one, so I know what that sounds like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben, you were there. You heard it. I don't know if Larry heard it.
I don't know.
Some of these guys were hanging around for quite a while, so they can tell you whether it sounded legit or not. But I was impressed even. Right? I'm like, hey, let's do this demo again. So that was cool of Nick to hook us up with that.
I was in the hallway.
Yeah.
Erica comes running out. It is so loud in there. When you were playing that, I don't know what you had it at. It's so loud in there. I was like, damn, okay.
You know, what ends up happening is after a while of listening to music, like you start getting used to the level. So it doesn't sound loud anymore.
Oh, okay. Right? Got it. Yeah.
Let's see here. A lot of the rooms. Oh, there's Ben. Ben said he was impressed.
He was impressed by the Oro upmixing. Never. Yeah. It's a dead format. Stop talking about Oro 3D, Joe. And Jonna.
8-foot ceiling, yes. 8 foot 8 foot ceiling, yeah.
Yeah, and we had that's called hearing loss.
Goochman says it was legit. I thought Nick was oh yeah, Nick heard it too.
Nick was there, yeah. Now, if you can't catch the show, we do have an audio version at anchor.fm/daily HiFi. So make sure to go on over there if you like to listen to the show.